What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are here for the last game of 2021, the watch-along between Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund. I have some hair sticking out there. Gotta put that back. But hopefully you guys are doing well today. I know that there's going to be some very nervous faces because some of you guys saw the starting 11, which I understand. We'll bring that up for you guys shortly as we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here. But yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the last, well, it's not the last Bundesliga game, because I believe there's a couple games still to be played tomorrow. I don't think Leverkusen played. Yeah, there's two other games to be played tomorrow. So we're the third last game in the Bundesliga of 2021. It's Dortmund's last game. It's an opportunity to stay within 6 points of Bayern at top of the table. So, yeah, guys, we'll bring up the starting 11 for you guys, and I'll get into the chat and see what you guys are saying today. And as always, you guys have already basically hit 20 likes, so if you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, say hello, and we can get into a nice little conversation here, as Yash is tuned in today and says that defense hurts. But I think 2-1 for Dortmund. Makes sense, makes sense. Our defense looks like it's about... oh, yeah. I mean, Twitter had some fun with the starting 11 today. I saw a funny meme with half of it, and then it was excitement, and the other, whatever. All right, let's get going. Jason's here today, says, anyone watch the Atalanta-Roma game? I did not, but Roma won 4-1, so that was a big result. Frankfurt is doing bits. It would be difficult for them, especially coming back from the winter break away from home. They are. Frankfurt, in my opinion right now, is probably the hottest team in terms of probably going for that top 4 spot. Leipzig bottling it once again. But yeah, guys, this is my starting 11. At least how I am assuming it's going to start up. There's no goalie in there, but that's fine. It's fine. Who cares? It hits. We know who's in net. I put it today lining up in a 4-2-3-1. Hits is starting in net, guys. Kobel is not starting. Kobel's not starting today. So hits is in net. The ghost is in there. Right back, I put Thomas Meunier. At center back, and again, we're going to wait till the game gets started, but I assume that Chan is probably going to start with Prongacic at the 2 center back positions, so a little sketchy there. Left back, Schultz, 2 CDMs. Again, it could be maybe a switch. Witsel has played center back before, so it could be Witsel beside Prongacic and Chan up at CDM, but I don't know, my gut tells me probably Witsel and Dahoud will be the 2 CDMs. And I've seen some 4-1-2-1-2s. I'm assuming if we watch the heat map, you'll see it more like this. Brandt has been playing out as a right attacking mid. Mullen, I'm assuming, will carry on from the left, cut in on his right when he has the opportunities. Royce playing through the middle, Holland up front. I see it at that. I don't see it as a 4-1-2-1-2 with Brandt as a CM and Mullen as a striker. I don't see it. We'll have to wait and see. This lineup is a little unique, and again, Witsel could be at the back, and maybe they do try to switch up a little bit into a different shape. This is what I'm presuming that they're going to play today. Is Hummels injured? He's not in the starting 11 nor in the substitute. He does have a knock. He's not in there today. Zagadou is is on the bench today, guys. So I'm assuming they're being very cautious with Zagadou. Remember, this is a player who's had unbelievable unluck and unfortunate with his injuries. So he's just coming back. Probably they want to put him on the bench, allow him to settle in a little bit, not risk it. But we got Hazard again, who's on the bench, which is good to see. That sweater, though, guys, come on, out of 10. Out of 10, how nice is this Dortmund Christmas sweater? Hey, Josh, celebrating an early Christmas today and hoping for a win. Well, I'm glad that you're celebrating it early. I came in the festive jumper, and I like it. I think it looks good. Hi, Josh, and hi to all. Hello, my friend. Zagadou's on the bench today. Goalie list, bold decision from the coach. Finn, I like your sense of humor. Kobel, Akanji, Bellingham, Wolf are all missing today. Wolf is on the bench, though. Bellingham has that red card. Kobel, Akanji, and Hummels are not in the game sheet today at all. But yeah, Schitz is in between the net. Tammy Schitz. Hits or shits. This is what Yash said. Hits is between the net. We got a couple 9s for the jumper. Then 100,000. So I like it. I have to record the Dortmund recap at 1 a.m., man. 8 out of 10. I see Witsel at center back, to be honest. It could be. I put Chan there just because Chan, I don't know. I feel like Chan's played center back more than Witsel. Witzel's only had to drop back. Like, if Chan wasn't in today, then Witsel probably would have got the call at center back. But Chan has played center back a little bit more, but Again, we'll find out very shortly whether, how we're lining up and who's playing where. But if you guys are just tuning in and dropping in, guys, drop a like on the stream already. Be sure to comment your predictions, as Sebastian came in with a 3-1 Dortmund prediction. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's really, really important to finish not only 2021 on a high, but, I mean, if we are able to win today, we're still only 6 points behind Bayern. If we drop any more points, it's pretty much good night to that. I mean, if it's not already. So I don't know. This is the last game, man. Then we get a recoup. We can get a little bit healthy. So I don't know. It's an important game. We need to win today. Hertha's having some tough times as well, man. They're sitting in 15th place on 18 points, while we're chilling in second with a respectable record so far. And I think a win on here could top it all off. So hopefully that happens. We'll have to wait and see. And we'll see what you guys are saying today. But we got Steve comes in who says Dahoud, Royce, Mullen, Holland, Brandt, real fire coming in there. Then put the 9.69 out of 10 for the jumper. I respect it. He got hits in there. Producer T got hits in there. We have a keeper now. We're missing Holland's head, but who cares? Or no. No, he's in there. I was scrolled down. I've refreshed. His head's gone. No, he looks good. It looks great. It's little Josh, the ultimate dub, the ultimate duo. Josh, love your jumper, mate. 11 out of 10. I like it. That's a good rating there. My score prediction for today is 4-2. Dan says 3-0. The defense is scaring me. Yeah, you're not alone. You are not alone. Oh, just saw the match, Josh, but looks like Chan is coming and Witzel is CB. We don't know. We'll have to wait till it gets started, guys. This is how I assume it's going to start. Doesn't mean this is how it's going to start. This is how I'm picturing it. But maybe Witzel starts at center back. Maybe it's a 4-1-2-1-2, but we'll have to wait and see. Once the game gets started, they usually pop up the heat map and kind of show where the players are actually playing, and, watching the game, we'll get a sense there. But I see it going like this, with maybe Witzel at center back and Chan at CDM. Witzel at CB, WTF. No. Bundesliga, in my opinion, have the biggest stadiums from what I checked off Wikipedia. Oh yeah, the Bundesliga has massive stadiums. Last match of the year will be 2-1 loss to BBB, sadly. I have no trust. Mr. Carlson, where's the love, man? Where's the love? To Hertha? Come on. Where's Kobel? He picked up a knock, my man. Here's Hertha's starting 11 for you guys as well. Stark is in there, who we've recently been linked to, but haven't. I don't know. I don't think that rumor was overly serious. But Mittelstadt's in there as well. Foley, I guess, is one of the dangerous men up front. I feel like they're missing a couple players. Let's take a look at their bench today. So yeah, Piontek's on the bench. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's the strongest Hertha starting 11 I've seen. There looks like they're going to be playing in a 4-4-2 today, guys. So that'll be interesting as well. Man U rumored to be after Bellingham for January. Bellingham will not be leaving in January, man. I can promise you guys, you do not have to worry. Bellingham and Holland will not leave this season. Now, come summer, I can't promise you guys anything, but I do still think there's a really good opportunity that especially Jude will stay, but maybe Holland. 3-0 for Dortmund is a prediction. I'll say 2 or 3, 2-1. 2-1, make it tricky. German engineering always has the best stadiums. Mr. Carlton is known to be a hater of all things Brandt. Berlin have a little decent team, just underperforming. 5-1 to Dortmund. Holland hat-trick plus a Royce and Mullen. I don't know what type of accent English you speak. I can tell where you're from. I am from Canada, my man. I am a Canadian. If you look at my our logo, you see a little maple leaf in there as a very little hint of where I'm from. Italy has some big stadiums, but they have 2 teams each sharing the Milan Stadium, Rome stadiums. Spain have Camp Nou, Bernabeu, but England generally have bigger stadiums. I think the biggest stadiums on average of a league would definitely be the Bundesliga. All their stadiums are massive. Massive. It's very rare that you're not like at least 30. England's got some pretty good stadiums as well. Like I know Stoke's got a decent sized one. Sunderland's got 50+ thousand. I think Leeds has got a decent one. Spain has some pretty small stadiums. I know Italy does too. Like Venezia, like the couple of the lower teams have kind of small stadiums where it's not even hitting 10K. I know when Bournemouth was up there, they had a really small stadium as well. Let's hope this makeshift defense can hold up today. I think it can, guys. I think it can. I'm hoping it can. I don't know. Does it give me a massive amount of confidence that we just came off of a really disappointing effort in the last game? Yeah, I thought Villa would come on, wanted Burnley to get smacked. Sunderland in League One. Yeah, but they were a Prem team, but they have a massive... I mean, Nuremberg is in the second league. So is Hamburg. Like, they got massive stadiums as well. A lot of Italian stadiums are old and not up to date. That is true. Some beautiful ones, though. Some beautiful ones. One of my teachers came from Canada. She teach poetry. Us Canadians and poetry. Pardon? Pottery. She go pottery. Huh. Can't say. Well, actually, I think I have done pottery once. Remember that? No, you weren't in my 4-5 split. We had a pottery lesson in public school. Yeah, you're the smarter guys. So that's why you didn't get to learn how to do pottery. But all right, guys. It looks like we are getting started today. So if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new to the channel. Get your predictions in one final time, as looks like kickoff is just underway as the captains are coming together. It's Stark, it's Royce. It should be fun. Will Dortmund look for players in the Premier League? I doubt it. Usually a little bit overpriced. I don't think Dortmund will sign anyone in the January transfer window. But who knows? Maybe with the Witsel rumors of him maybe leaving, which I don't know. I don't see it. Josh, you have Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, London Stadium, Spurs Stadium, Anfield, etc. Yeah. Chelsea Stadium holds like 41,000. Dortmund's is double that. Hertha's is almost double that, and Bayern's almost double that. Pretty sure if you find the average, I mean, it probably could do it. My guess is that the average size of stadium in the Bundesliga would be higher than any other league in the world. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know if anyone wants to go up and look up all the capacities, divide it by how many it's in the league. We can figure it out. But I don't know. I find it very hard to believe that the average stadium in the Premier League would be higher than the Bundesliga. I don't think that. Chelsea's got a small stadium. I've been to it. 41,000 is not that much. But we are underway, guys. In a disappointingly small crowd today because of COVID. That's India. Big villages, big populations. I think India's got some pretty big stadiums, to be fair. Bayern's is damn massive. Yeah. Well, Dortmund's is huge, man. 81. I think Bayern holds 78. Berlin's holds 75. Here's a good opportunity already. Holland trying to get in, but Stark does well. Even if Dortmund lose the Bundesliga, I want Holland to become the top scorer this season. I think that would be a stretch, man. Holland's had a couple injury troubles so far that's kept him out. And Lewandowski's, I think he's on 19 already, if not more than that. I think he's on 19. It'll be a challenge for Holland. Holland's on 13. But you never know, man. You never know. Especially if Levy ever goes down. But yes, Witsel is playing at center back today, guys. It's right back, Meunier, center back, Witsel, and Prongacic, who's playing out on the left. Schultz is left back. De Hood and Chan, the two CDMs. I love Indian food. Looks like Mullen is out on the left, Brandt on the right, Royce is Cam. So it does look like it's still a 4-2-3-1, guys. Old Trafford is 80+. West Ham, Spurs, Arsenal stadiums are big too. Oh yeah, I'm not saying England would be up there. And again, I don't know. I don't have the actual stat. My guess is that the Bundesliga would have the biggest average. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Old Trafford's got a great stadium. Spurs has got a beautiful new stadium. Had a buddy who just went to it actually. He said it's unbelievable. Like one of the coolest stadiums you'll ever go to, fully renovated. But I think it only holds like 60-ish, something like that. It's a very historical one as well. I am sure Dortmund will try to spend in January window. I don't know. It'll depend. It'll depend on the type of player that's available. Remember, everyone who pretty much is available in January comes at a higher price tag. I'm not sure what Dortmund are willing to spend. I'm not sure what their budget looks like. So we'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't hold my breath on anyone like important coming in. That's just my gut. Maybe I'm wrong. It's a clever little pass from Dehu to find Royce. Goldfish Bowl, where your villagers won some medals in 2012. West Ham Stadium is a soulless Goldfish Bowl. R9 Mullen looks good. Well, let's see if you can get on the score sheet today, guys. I saw a couple people who subscribed to the channel, so if you guys are new subscribers around here and I don't give you a shout out, be sure to comment. I appreciate everyone tuning in, dropping subs, dropping comments, as it's the last game of 2021 for Dortmund, and they're lined up today in the 4-2-3-1. Mullen, will see him drifting in from the left today. Brandt in his right-hand position, where he's been done pretty well. Canada will win lots of medals in the Winter Olympics. Us Canadians, yes we will. Yes we will. Bundesliga has some really big stadiums and some really small ones. I think smallest in the Prem is still bigger than the smallest in the Bundesliga. I don't know now. I know that there were some small ones. Does anyone know what the smallest one in? I guess first would probably be like 7 to 10, maybe, or 17. I don't know. Because I just remember when Bournemouth was up there and they had like 9,000 in the Prem. Rate Dortmund's season out of 10. 6, maybe? It's hard. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you were to rate Dortmund's season out of 10 so far, how would you rate it? I'd probably give it a 6, 6.5. First has got 16,000. So that's the smallest one in Germany, is 16,000. I'm not sure what the Prem was. If Bournemouth was still in there, we would have won that battle. Average capacity of the Premier League is 37. Look at Sebastian. Sebastian, what's the average of the Bundesliga? You have any idea? JMR to Dortmund needs to happen. Maybe a loan back to TFC. Yes, a young Canadian who's been going around. A very, very sought-after young Canadian has been going around Europe. He's had trials at Arsenal, Liverpool. There's rumors that Dortmund were looking at him, maybe taking a little play out of Bayern's book, seeing a young Canadian come over at an age like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see if that ends up happening or not. But I mean, you guys know me. Canadian joined Dortmund, man. I'd just be on cloud 9. Got a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. Yeah. Looks like you guys the consensus is about a 5.5 out of 10 for Dortmund. I think that's fair. Crashing out of the Champions League, losing to Bayern like that, losing the Super Cup. And that's a big save there from Hitz, though. Really good save. Early chance 5 minutes in for Hertha to take the lead. Really easy spin and turn. Poor marking right there. That's a really good save from Hitz, to be fair. Where is the game? It's in Berlin. 6 bad Champions League, but the injuries, yeah. I try to put the injuries in there, but I don't know. Getting knocked out of that group in the Champions League, losing to Bayern, being six points if we win this behind them, I don't know. It's average at best.
Brentford has the smallest with 17,000.
So Brentford has the smallest in the Prem with 17, and Firth has got 16 something. So yeah, it's close. It's close. Brentford's got a new stadium too.
Old Trafford is the biggest with 75,000.
75,000 at Old Trafford. Watching Weston do well, planning some Rapids content. Isaiah, how you doing, my man? I recommend that JRM should be recruited to Dortmund alongside Jonathan David, Eustachio, because they deserve. You're just trying to play to my dreams, Catalina. But yeah, I mean Jonathan David's, I think honestly would be priced. That's a really poor pass there from Hitz though. Little sloppy from the back, allowing Berlin to come in here. But Hitz cleans up. Whew. Tottenham had a Canadian keeper. Got the Canadian love coming in. Josh, what do you think about the slight link that the Demir loan could be terminated at Barca? I've watched Demir at Barca. I mean, not much, obviously, because he hasn't played too much. He didn't impress me that much. I don't know how much more of a upgrade he'd be on some of our other options, so I don't know. Like, that's the type of player I could see coming in on a loan. If we brought him in on a loan for the rest of the season, see if he shines. If he does, we buy him. If he doesn't, let him go. That's the type of signing I'd expect from us in January. I wouldn't expect, like, an Anthony or anything like that, guys, or even an Adeyemi. Not in this window. Where is Kobo? Kobo got an injury, a little knock, so he's not in the game day squad today. Hitz is starting. You guys want Ricardo Pepi? I do not. Ricardo Pepi's not ready to go to Dortmund, man. He wouldn't play. He would ride the bench. More than likely, he should go somewhere where he has an opportunity to play, because that's, at his age, that's the most important thing if you're going to get over to Europe. But he will not get playing time at Dortmund. Here comes Meunier. Finds Brandt. Nice ball from Brandt, man. Oh, Brandt, man, doing bits once again. Der Klassiker was biased, unfair, if not fixed. 3-0 Dortmund, please. What a ball, though. Look at Brandt's ball here, guys. Literally a perfect through ball to find Meunier, who had a really good opportunity there. That was a good cross from Meunier, man. That was a good cross. It was well defended. That's a good run from Meunier. I like it. Almost 10 minutes in, guys. If you guys are just tuning in with us, be sure to drop a like to say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. If we got any new faces on the channel. I saw a couple new subscribers tune in, so big shout out to you guys as well. But I'm watching from Canada today, as Hertha is on the charge. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, but defended well in the end. Predict the final score, please. I said 2-1 for Dortmund was my prediction. Hitz is decent, Josh, but do you remember the last Champions League quarterfinals where Foden scored? Yeah, I do. Got a 2-0 prediction coming in for Dortmund. Donnarumma to Dortmund, Zlatan to Dortmund. Yeah, very unrealistic transfers, my man. 3-2 for me. Schultz ghosting as usual. We're only 10 minutes in. John's here today. Says he's watching from Dortmund. Very cool. Speaking of MLS, how do you feel about the Bradley hire? I love it. That is the perfect hire for TFC. And I think LAFC is going to fall apart this year. Mullen 2 times. Josh, what do you think about Mullen's haircut? I think Mullen has got a lovely haircut. Mullen has come through. Here's Brandt on it, playing very deep. My God. What a ball from Thomas Meunier, man. I think that was onside. Roy should have finished that. Damn, man. What a ball. Donnie's hair trim is now becoming a new set of memes. Yes, that was a tough challenge from Chan, though. That's a foul. Yes. My cat thinks it'll be 3-1. It's a knowledgeable cat you got there. Thank goodness some English commentary. Shout out from Jamaica. 3-1 Dortmund. Holland brace. Chan 80-minute header. I'll take a 3-1 prediction. 3-1 seems to be the most average prediction that we've gotten so far today. And I actually wanted to say 3-1 too. So, you know, we'll just do a collective 3-1 prediction today, guys. Unless it ends at 2-1, then I'm going to say I called it. By the way, Josh, we won the CPL playoffs. Pacific did, man. Twas a good game, and a big congratulations to Pacific, new champions in Canada. But 12 minutes in, man, we had a really good opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net coming in from Royce. Sports with no fans or limited fans is so hard to watch. It is, especially in this sport, man. Look at the beautiful playing down the wing play here. Here comes Munich once again. That picks out a beautiful ball, but a terrible touch from Malen. Gets it to Dahoud. Gets it back over to Munich. Munich looking strong once again, guys. Look at that ball. And look at... Oh, Royce! Oh, man. Munich's been putting in beauties today. Holy. Dortmund on the road, but not expecting 3. Munich's probably been the best player on the pitch so far. And I don't remember the last time I've said that. But that was, man, Munich has been all over the place, man. The passing has been good through the middle. Those quick little through balls that they're finding a lot of space. But, I mean, Munich picked out Malen perfectly with a terrible touch, picked out Royce perfectly in a matter of a couple seconds. Oh my god. I do have a bit of a cold, guys, so excuse my throat if it gets up there a little bit. I blame Producer T. I think his family got me sick. Nicely done to win the press there to find Haaland, but Brandt takes a sloppy touch. What if, to fix Bayern's dominance, the Bundesliga adopted a playoff system like the MLS? That has been a passion from Manuel for a little bit now, man. So I mean, I'm not against it because I think something needs to be done. But yeah, I don't know. Other teams should just need to step up. It's not Bayern's fault. Did you hear about UEFA Nations League for 2024, including South American teams? I did. It's the stupidest thing I've heard. It doesn't make any sense. I think it's ridiculous. It should have been with Common Ball and CONCACAF. But here comes a dangerous free kick coming in. Witzel defends, and that's a huge miss from Hertha Berlin. Looked a little all over the place, man. It was an unlucky one. Witzel cleared it off of Prongacic, and that was a terrible finish. Chan should be our captain. He's so aggressive. Look at that finish, man. That should have been the back of the net for Hertha. I disagree. Chan should not be our captain. And that one's in the back of the net. Oh, man. The camera wasn't there, but I'm assuming we turned over the ball some way, somehow. Yeah, it was Dahoud. And that was very, very sloppy. It was a good cross, and to be fair, decent finish. Maybe Hits should have done better. Let's take a look. It was quick, man. Hertha make it 1-0, 15 minutes in, after we had 2 or 3 point-blank opportunities, man. Royce is gonna be kicking himself. He had an easy header to put in the back of the net, and he had a 1v1. Are they checking it? Are you listening to the commentary?
Yeah, I can hear. I'm a couple seconds behind you.
Oh. Looks like they might be checking it. VR is waiting just a little bit. Interesting. This would be huge for us if I'm not sure what they'd be checking it for. It's definitely not offside. Oh. Well, actually, maybe. I'm not sure who scored it. If they take that away, I'd be pumped. That'd be sweet. Considering we've had 2 point-blank chances like this. They are checking for offside. They might be saying he was in the way of the defender. I don't know. That would be... I think we'd get away with one there. Come on, VAR. Do us a favor, man. Rule it out. Rule it out. Yeah. VAR got our backs, boys. Did he touch it? Yeah, he was off, but I mean, I didn't think he even touched the ball. He was going for it though, so I guess you can argue that maybe it put off the keeper, considering he did swing at it. I don't know, but that is unreal. That's a big call, boys. And it's 0-0. Now Dortmund need to wake up here and take one of their opportunities, because we had a few huge opportunities coming in the first few minutes, man. And Munich has been playing unreal. So pretend we got lucky, guys. If you were just tuning in, drop a like on the chat, guys, for VAR. Just saved our butts there. Because we had 2 or 3 point blank opportunities. Royce had 2. He had a 1-on-1 and he had a header that he had to put away. And then I think we got lucky there. I think that was a little unfortunate for Hertha. I didn't think at all that they would have taken it back, but I am not going to complain, man. VAR saved our butts for once, and it's still 0-0, and hopefully Dortmund can take advantage of it now. That's lucky, Josh. I think it was lucky, too. Because, I mean, I didn't see him before he actually get a touch on it, but I'm assuming he either maybe did get a touch on it, or they think he got a touch on it, or he just was putting the keeper off. But I'm going to take it regardless. This is Dortmund on the road. We love VAR. We never doubted it. Here comes Royce. Nicely sloppy. Hope the boys realize that the time to wake up now. Well, like I said, to be fair, they had chances that were coming. They were looking really good, to be fair. They just could not find one in the back of the net, and then they were looking sloppy. That's what you'd expect out of this 11. They were looking good going forward and created already 3-4 clear-cut chances, and they look all over the place at the back. So if you look at the starting 11, that's probably how you would see it coming. That's a nice little touch there from Mullen to Schultz, but could not get there. For your wife. They need to wake up defensively. Story of Borussia Dortmund, guys. Story of Borussia Dortmund. And with this starting 11, to be fair, I've liked the passing, though. The through balls from Brandt, Royce have been looking real tasty today, and Munich been playing like a beast down that right-hand side. And you guys know how hard I am on him in terms of his quality of ball, and he's been unreal today. Bale comes in, says Buffoli didn't touch the ball, but the offside was right because he brings his leg to the ball. That means that if he was active offside and he didn't touch the ball. So there you guys have it. We appreciate the explanation. And and you've seen some of the offsides ruled like that when you attempt to go for the ball, you can still throw people off. So I don't know. I was surprised though. I think it was a little harsh, but I'm gonna take it every single day. And look at the passing from the boys once again. Royce looking for Holland. That's Holland. Come on, Earl. Nice touch. Mullen! It was to Hood, but it was still to the roof. Our starting 11 literally says we will outscore you, but concede 1 to 3 goals. Yeah. I agree with that. Royce is becoming angry. He does look a little frustrated. But to be fair, like I said, man, Royce had 2 point-blank opportunities. Mounier put a perfect ball in for a 1-on-1 he should have scored. Poor finish. And then Mounier put a header right on the plate. But possession's 52-48, man. So Hertha are absolutely in this game, mainly because if we don't capitalize going forward, we're going to concede at the other end. Because the passing has looked good for Dortmund today, which is one positive note. What can Mounier do on the defensive side of the ball? He did well. Man. Mounier's having a game. It's a poor clearance, but I'm gonna just, pretend that didn't happen. It's old Brandt. Bro, the ball ended up at my house. Holland first score from outside the box. Wait a minute. Alvaro Morata actually scored a goal. Morata's got a few this season. He's got a few. I hope we can score before the second half. I do as well. I think this first goal is going to be important, man, because we look very at ease when Hertha's coming at us, but we've been creating chances. So, and that's another really good ball and a good chance from Hertha once again. How come assists in soccer aren't as important as some people like hockey or basketball? I think assists are still important. I don't know. I rate assists. They have a category for it. They look at a lot of them look at goal contributions as well, so your goals plus assists. But I don't know. Starting up from the back, finds Chan. Going long, that's probably the best thing to do. That's a really good little flick there, and here comes Hertha, man. Oh, that's a good tackle from Witzel. Well done. We call him Timo Morata a lot. After Timo Werner. The two who cannot score. I wish soccer had 2 assists, like hockey. Be interesting. Be interesting. Really heartbreaking to see how the team I support defends. The next signing I celebrate will be a defender. I'm hoping Schlotterbeck is the one to come in the summertime. That would be worth celebrating, my man. Josh, you want to know the average capacity in the Bundesliga? I do, Sebastian. If you just spent time figuring out, you were the man. Was I right? Was it higher than the Bundesliga, or does Yash get the W today? Nice ball from De Hood, looking for Holland. Haha. Oh, Yash, I kicked your butt, my man. Kicked your butt. The average capacity in the Bundesliga is 48,000. And in the Premier League, it's 37. W for Josh. Still love you, Yash. I'm just kidding. That's a tough tackle there on Schultz. I hate this back line. We got a free kick coming up, though, guys. Dangerous, dangerous territory. Got Brandt and Royce over it. Let's hope for something here. But yeah, what a capacity. Average capacity in the Bundesliga, man. 48,000. What's up, Josh? Not much, my man. 25 minutes in, getting a little on edge. I'd really like to finish 2021 on a good note. We got a free kick coming up here. So a good opportunity for Dortmund to take the lead. It's Brandt over it. I don't know what Chan's doing. He's like, get out of here. Oh, Royce. Come on, boys. Holland's hair is gross. Just seeing the lineup. The back four is scary. I mean, really scary for us. And to be fair, man, the game... So I was kind of right. Kind of... Yash. That was an L, my man. That was my L. Come on. You got to give me props. That's a big difference, man. 48 to 37. I took a big W there. Oh, De Hood. I don't know what happened to De Hood there. He just slipped up. But look at Munich, man. He's all over the place today. Munich with a really good game so far. But yeah, the story of the game, I have not minded. The finishing has been questionable, but I have not minded some of the build-up play we've had today. There's been some good passing. There's been some good stretching of the pitch. Munich with some good runs. Brandt and Royce together, man. Just two very intelligent footballers. But defensively, man, that's when things look iffy, because Hertha's had some chances as well. We've been playing a lot of like over-the-top through balls, kind of kick and run style. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd like to see a little bit more possession. Muni's been the best player on the pitch so far. I agree 100%, guys. Watching Dortmund is enough to make anyone go insane. Yeah, man. It's what brings you into this team, to be honest. Come on. I remember watching this team for a long time where we'd be winning 1-0. I'd be like, yes. We'd be losing 2-1. And then we come back and score 2 in the 90 and win 3-2. That's what Dortmund does. But there's some good pressing from Brandt. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that in. He is. Nicely done from Brandt there on the side. Brandt, clever ball. Finds Royce, taking a look for Thomas Meunier. Ah, damn. Nah, just watch Harry Maguire defend. Dortmund need defenders like Virgil van Dijk or Trent Alexander-Arnold. Won't be able to get defenders like that, but we could get a nice little youngster in Nico Schlotterbeck, and I will take that all day long. And then develop him into a very solid center back in this league. Meunier's performance has been surprising. It's been a little surprising. But he's had a really good performance today, guys. Really, really good performance. Hidara or Dahoud, Josh? I don't watch a whole lot of Hidara, so I would probably go Dahoud. But I've heard really good things about Hidara. I know he's more of a box to box. I think he can play out wide a little bit. He's got some speed to his game. He's strong. He's a good player. But I'm biased, so. When Haaland inevitably leaves to replace Lewandowski, he won't be going to Bayern. In my opinion, when Haaland leaves, if we can't figure out the Puma deal and find out a way to keep him for 2023, he may leave this summer. If not, he'll leave the summer after. And I think he'll be going to Madrid. That's a good ball to Malen. But I think he'll be going to either Madrid or City. I don't think Bayern are going to be able to pull off the signing. And if they do, I will seriously question what I'm doing here on YouTube. I've said that, and I've not stressed that enough, man. I would be gutted, but I don't think it'll happen, man. I don't think it'll happen. I think Lewy's still got some years to go, and I think Madrid is probably the front runner with City behind, and then Bayern are in there, but I'd like to think Dortmund will learn better. But either way, whether it's a replacement or not, Adeyemi is probably the next guy coming in. So he's not a direct replacement for Haaland because he might be here while Haaland's here if Haaland stays an extra season. But it'll be Malen and Adeyemi, I think, will be the next guys to be the next Sancho and Haaland. Guten Tag, how you doing, my friend? How many people here today are tuning in from Germany, guys? Drop your flags in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. That's another decent ball. We're going long way too much in today's game, guys. There's been 4 or 5 times today we've just been punting the ball up forward. The Bundesliga channel usually does live streams for matches for people in the Netherlands as we don't have a provider. But hey, don't have the stream, and that's why I'm here. That's a good ball to Brandt. Hey! Our boy. He keeps it going, man. He keeps it going. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Brandt has been on some special form, guys. Drop a like in the chat for this man who has shut Josh right up for his for ever doubting him. And I'm glad he does. But look at this play. Nice ball to Haaland. Takes a look. Hit unfortunate little deflection, but Brandt, and then a delicate little chip in the back of the net. That is what I'm talking about. Just a very clever finish, man. Right over the top of Schwal. It was a kind bounce, but he went just over the head, man. That's a very clever little finish. And Brandt has been a different breed this season. A different breed, man. The Josh effect, I know. Every single time I doubt a player on this team, they give me the middle finger. And you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Because Brandt is playing out of his skin right now. Brandt is playing so good. Luca loves it. Big Brandt fan. Brandt is so good lately. You love to. Brandt has been one of our most consistent players. He's been on fire. What a goal. It was a goal. It was a very clever finish, guys. It was a very kind deflection to put the ball into Brandt's path, but he was smart enough to follow it up. And then that little dink right over the head of Schwallow was incredible. And look at that movement there from Dahoud. Does well to find Mullen. It's a tough ball. I would have went out wide there, but pressing does well from Dahoud. Holland's getting a little pissy now. Keep doubting, Josh. I will. I'll doubt another player. Meunier, you can't do it. And let's see what he can do. Dortmund are getting lucky today, but it's deserved. They've had chances, but they've been sloppy at the back as well. The VAR was, in my opinion, was a little lucky, but apparently I guess it was the right call, so I'll take it. But yeah, this is Leverkusen Brandt form. This is where we got to be careful, and that's what nice thing about Chan, who kind of hangs back a little bit, is he got speed, something that Hummels would get us in trouble doing there. And that's a nice little switch to find Thomas Meunier once again. Brandt was always good if it was the consistency he's missed, and I'm glad that the consistency is this season. Yeah, man, you're not wrong. I mean, like, Brandt's a good player, and we knew that when we bought him from Leverkusen. But he just, I mean, I think the system had a big impact on that as well, guys. I don't know if you guys know the criteria of someone who plays out wide versus the middle, but I think Brandt and Royce are having a bit of an understanding that they swap back and forth. You see Royce eventually drifting out wide, Brandt in the middle, but Brandt's really evolved his game to be able to play in a wider position, something that he just wasn't really able to do before. He has struggled. He was anonymous from times. Him and Gio, when we played in a 4-2-3-1 last season, was just no. We might as well just not play with anybody there. And then we eventually obviously switched to the 4-3-2-1, and Brandt and Gio were riding the pine because they just weren't good enough to get in the squad with Royce and Sancho playing at those two cams. So he's been a much needed jolt of energy that we've had this season. I never would have guessed how impressive he has been this season, says Scott. Josh, do you ever was at the Westfalen? Yes, I went to watch the game in Dortmund live once in 2018. Watched them take on Frankfurt, and they won 3-1. Paco scored a beauty. Probably the coolest thing I have ever done. It is an unbelievable stadium when it's fully packed. 82,000-ish there. And I would recommend going there, man. Gio will have a tough time breaking back into the squad with Brandt in form. Yes, guys. If you're a U.S. men's national team fan, I just told this to Filippo the other day, I would be concerned about Gio, because in my best 11 right now, and I know that he's just coming back from injury, but he doesn't come in here, man, because Royce, Brandt are irreplaceable. Holland up front. And then you have that right wing position between Hazard, who can take it, Mullen, and then Gio. And that's not where Gio was at his best. So it's not good. It will have to wait to see what happens with Gio. But this looks like it could be a tough season for him with injuries, and then now having someone who is his direct competition being absolutely fire for this team. I miss Jaden. Were you sitting in the yellow wall? I was not in the yellow wall. No. I wish. I was very high up. I was this season against Frankfurt and Augsburg. It was amazing. It was. Was it fully packed when you were able to go, or did COVID have to hurt that? What's the Dortmund stadium called? The sponsorship name is Signal Iduna Park. And it's the Westfalen Stadion. Nice ball to find Brandt. And look at Meunier, man, bombing up and down that pitch once again. Let's see what he can do here. Didn't have much other options. Who scored? Brandt scored, my man. It's a really, really good goal. Just a little dink over the top. We got a corner kick coming up. Timo Werner to Dortmund. No, thank you. Deep ball, but defended relatively easy. But it finds Royce, who's going to switch it one more time. Back over to Dahoud. Oh, what a dangerous ball. Good little reaction save there from Schwallow. Royce going deep once again. Ah. And Brandt can't keep that in. Gio's father was a star at Glasgow Rangers, so the Europa League match will be a special for the Reina family. Yeah, the little Reina derby should be fun. Is Zagadou benched? He is on the bench. I wouldn't say he's benched. He's on the bench today, but I think it's just because he's been getting a ton of minutes lately coming back from injury. They want to be careful, man. He could be an important player for us this season in terms of center back position, but he's been playing a lot more than he's ever really played in the last few seasons, and that's only 3 games in a row or whatever it was. So he probably is simply just getting rested so they don't burn him out. My throat is killing me. That's a good ball, but a terrible swing and a miss. Dortmund have good kits, both home and away. Yeah, man, their sponsor honestly ruins them a little bit. I'm sorry, but 1-1 sponsor is just ugly as sin on the top of this. They need to... I've seen a couple of custom ones from like fans that are able to make it like reverse, so it's not that big box in there. I don't know. They need to do something. I'm a BBB fan, but I don't think this team deserve Holland. Well, that's a terrible ball starting out, but clean tackle there. I don't know if I would say they don't deserve Holland. I mean, he's not going to stay here forever. We know that. But, I mean, he is developing as a player. It's the main reason he probably came here. Scored a lot of goals. Won a Pokal. Maybe could win another Pokal or a Europa League this season. I mean, it's not too bad. But, I mean, we are underachieving, which is a shame. Where did you get that sweater, Josh? From the BBB fan shop, my man. Josh, do you rate Stark as a center back? I think he's a decent center back. I mean, I wouldn't mind him at Dortmund as a bench option. He's healthy, knows the league. Bit of a leader. I wouldn't want him to come in and be our main guy, though. Do you think calling him on the second half would be a good sub? Potentially. I don't know how fit he is. But we'll have to see. Because if I was going to bring Zagadou on, it's not like, I don't know. Because, I mean, you'd probably take off one of Prongacic or Witsel. But, I mean, to be honest, man, Zagadou is someone who... Oh, that's big. Zagadou is someone who has a mistake in him, man. So, I mean, not that... I don't know. It's tough. Would you guys sub on Zagadou? Let me know. Because I don't know. I don't know if it's bringing him on later in the game would be the most ideal thing to do. We'll have to see. Josh to India, confirmed. Josh, I heard Dortmund are keeping an eye on Schick. It would make sense. That would make sense. They said that they wouldn't... that Adeyemi is not a replacement for Erling Haaland. That he's not a replacement for Erling Haaland. So... They basically have to go out there, and if Adeyemi is not a true replacement and they don't rate Mullen or Adeyemi as taking that Haaland step when Haaland leaves, Schick is someone who could be that guy, man. I don't think what he's doing in the Bundesliga this season should be underrated because he's been scoring for fun. He's been looking very good. He did it in the Euros as well. He looks like the real deal. And, yeah, I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see how that comes out. And Dortmund like signing from the Bundesliga. That's why, and I mean, like, they'd be outpriced for Vlahovic, for example, but like even Belotti, who I think could maybe be in their ballpark, I feel like if it's Belotti or it's a little deflection there out for a corner. If it's up to like Belotti versus Schick, they stay in the Bundesliga. That's just how Dortmund are. Witzel also has mistakes in him. Cuadrado has his ankles broken. Do you know that in Berlin are more BVB pubs than Hertha? I did not know that. That seems interesting, a little strange. Got a corner kick coming up for Dortmund, though. Rolling towards halftime here. It's Brandt to take. Oh, hey, it might be offside. It is offside. Immediately offside. He wasn't even close. He should have maybe left it. No. Probably wouldn't have went in. But Adeyemi to Dortmund is almost confirmed. The thing is that stopping a transfer is that Salzburg wants 40 mil, whereas Dortmund are willing to pay 35. That's what I heard. something along those lines. But from what I understand, guys, the deal will get done. Adeyemi will be a Dortmund player. It's just a matter of time. But like I said, it's independent of whether Haaland stays or leaves. So Adeyemi isn't the real Haaland replacement, but he could be. So can Malen. But I wouldn't mind signing Schick as well. Get a player like that, good goal scorer in there. If you guys are just joining us though, guys, on the stream, and you have not done so yet, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new around here to the channel, and let us know what your thoughts are on this first half. Because, I mean, a little shaky at the back, but all in all, there's been some performances today that I've been really happy with. Brandt, as always, apparently this season, and Munich really stood out to me today. Even Hitz had a nice little save in there. Looks commanding in between the sticks today. Nice ball on over. Chan drops back very deep as well, somewhat to make it almost like a back three. Disjointed like the last few games. Yeah, it's more the individual praise I've been having today. But there has been some good passing sequences, guys. Dortmund have been really well in opening up this Hertha defense. There's been a lot of good runs, a lot of vulnerability. The finishing today from Dortmund has been kind of poor. They could have had, honestly, 2-3 goals already. Specifically Royce, which I think why he's getting a little frustrated. Haaland's been quiet. And defensively, we look a little sloppy. So, yeah, disjointed is a fair word. But, like I said, I've been pretty happy with Munich's performance, Brandt's performance. And hopefully they can... And there's Haaland kind of come down there. Yeah, Brandt scored today for Dortmund. We've got a minute here, about 15 seconds to go before we go into halftime. And Meunier clears out well to Brandt and gets that thing up. It's been the minute. They're going to play it on. And that should do it. And that's halftime, guys. 1-0 Dortmund. A VAR call saved us from going down. Royce missed a few point-blank opportunities. And Dortmund found a way to put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 for the boys. Arsenal's up 3-0 on Leeds. Wow. Leeds are falling apart. Bielsa could be out of a job soon. Barcelona's up 2 as well. And Juve's up. All right, guys, let's get into the chat. Chilling on 59 likes, guys. Someone pop that up to 60. And let's see what you guys are saying after the first half there. You think that we can score again and keep a clean sheet? I don't know. Both of them are a little tough. I think we will score again. Dortmund should sign Moussa Diaby from Leverkusen. Think he would be a great signing. And also left-footed center back from Monaco. Yeah, he's a good one. I like the signings. I would take both in Dortmund in a heartbeat. I'm not sure how much Vinicius would cost at Monaco. I feel like he'd probably be around that 25 to 30 mil range. Diaby would probably be up towards 40. So already that tells me they're both ruled out. Because just going on how Dortmund are with money, I'm pretty sure their big signing is going to be Adeyemi. He'll come in for 35-ish mil. There's your big offensive signing. And then I don't think they're going to replicate that at the back. So that's why staying in the Bundesliga, Nico Schlotterbeck is the one who pops out to me. Maybe 15 to 20. That's the most they'll get. And those are two big defensive pieces that they brought in. And then maybe a strategic loan or free signing like Zachariah or something like that. Those are what I'm expecting. Diaby, I think, we'd be priced out with. And I think, again, looking into the Bundesliga is where they are taking a look at. They might bring in like Stark, for example, on a free as well. I'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, I would take them both. Those would both be great signings, Alexander. I just don't know if they would fit what Dortmund are looking at right now. I don't even know Schultz was playing. Come on, Dortmund. In the best situation, how much transfer fee can Haaland bring us? 150, 175 mil. That's if there's not a release clause. So I don't know. It's hard to talk about the Haaland situation because it changes daily. You hear that there's a release clause. You hear that there's not. You hear that it's 75. You hear that's 100. You hear that it's 150. You hear that it's not there. You hear that he might stay for 2023. They might do a new deal to get rid of the release clause or up the release clause. It's so hard to know what's going to happen with Haaland. The latest rumor is that there might be a chance he stays till 2023. I find that hard to believe. But I'm gonna hold my my breath on it and see what potentially could happen. Brandt scored a good goal. He did. This would be a big 3 points. Noah says, "Hey Josh, how you doing, my man? How fit is Guerrero? I believe he's on the bench and could potentially come on for, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe." Josh, would you take Jonathan David? Well, obviously I take Jonathan David, guys. Come on. I'd take him in a heartbeat, but I think he's priced out of Dortmund's reach as well. His latest rumored to be around 55 mil. That's more than Dortmund's willing to spend. Do you think that we can win the Pokal this year? Absolutely. We're the favorites for sure. I always believe in Brandt, even in his ass season last year. I did not. I'm someone who's openly say I did not think that Brandt would ever come good here, and I'm eating my words. Is it just me, or does Haaland look like he doesn't want to be here? His body language shows it, and he doesn't look like he's trying or playing for the badge. I think that's a little harsh. I think by his goal reactions yesterday, or in the last match, show that he loves scoring goals. He loves playing for this team. His body language, it's kind of looking like someone who's a little inexperienced in terms of Haaland wants to score goals, and when he's looking frustrated and looking upset, his body language shows. But I don't think that takes away from the fact that he does like this club. He does love playing for this club. It's somewhere in the middle. Because I know his body language has been bad. However, he clearly still cares, man. He still wants to score goals. He still wants to be the best he can be for this club. Would you take Zaha for 40 million? Not a chance. Too old, and I don't know. No, I don't want Zaha at all. But that's just my opinion. We were actually linked to Zaha before he went to Crystal Palace, or early on, or when he was on loan at Crystal Palace. But I think we looked elsewhere, and Yeah, I don't know. I think he would have been maybe good coming in then, but I think he's a little too old for the profile. We need to invest in our defense. Would give up Adeyemi for 2 class defenders. The issue is that I don't know what type. I mean, maybe if you gave up Adeyemi, you could maybe pursue someone like Lacroix and then bring in Schlotterbeck as well. It'll be interesting, but that's not how Dortmund are, man. They need to get that young, exciting piece in. That's what they like to do. Dortmund played good in the first half. Someone used the word disjointed, and I like that. It was a little bit of that. There's been a lot of good passing sequences. I thought that Munich busting up and down the wings was the highlight. Schultz was completely invisible. Holland was quiet. Brandt and Royce I thought were pretty good. The back looks a little all over the place. We did create chances. Royce, terrible finishing, unfortunately, for our man. Had 2 point blank opportunities that he should have scored both. Brandt did well to score the goal, and we got lucky with the VAR called off for a Hertha goal. So it's been one of those kind of games, guys. One of those kind of games. Do you think that we can win the Pokal? Yes, I do. I think we can win the Pokal. I think we're the favorites to win the Pokal. Ginter would be good, but I don't think he'll ever join Dortmund. Ginter will not join Dortmund, no. But he would be good. I'm a fan of him. Would you take Kyle Larin? Probably not, no. I love Larin, but I don't think that for him coming to the Bundesliga, coming to Dortmund would be the best. I'd want him to go somewhere where he would play a lot. I'm assuming the Prem might be a next step for him. Why aren't we playing Knauf, man? He's a technical player similar to Sancho. Because he's not Sancho, man. He's young. He hasn't got minutes. And who are you gonna take out? You're gonna leave Mullen on the bench, Brandt, Royce. Rosa doesn't have the faith in Knauf, and it shows. But yeah, I don't know. I think that we should use him maybe a little bit more from the bench, but in terms of starting games, man, I wouldn't start him in any of these games. Are you happy with Rosa football? I'm content for now. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think after the shopping list, which British Empire just put up there, and it's the same one I would want. He said, man, my shopping list would be Nico Schlotterbeck, Adeyemi, and Zachariah, and that would be mine as well, with maybe a depth piece somewhere, a strategic deal. Josh, Brandt took your remarks of him in preseason, and now he's definitely proved you wrong. We're really starting to love this guy. Yeah, we are. He's not the first player to prove me wrong. Dahoud did it last season as well, and I'm fine for being proven wrong. I don't know what lit up under Brandt to start playing well, but every time I said it's time for him to go, some of you guys out there backed him up and said he'll come good. I just didn't see it because he had to come good playing out of position, not playing as a 10, not playing as an 8. And yeah, so I mean, he obviously made that outside right attacking mid, left attacking mid position kind of his own, and he's been our best player for the last month-ish. By the way, Koulibaly is really doing well for the U23s. I hope to see him get a chance after the winter break. He is. He's playing on the left-hand side, which is pushing Maloney out to the right-hand side. They play in that 3-4-1-2 system. I'm a big fan of Emmanuel Frey. I don't know if he'll ever be a Dortmund player. He's young. He's 20. He was on loan in the Dutch league last year where he did okay. He's doing really well in the 3rd division, but I don't know. I'm a fan of how he plays. He's an impressive and a creative player, but yeah, Koulibaly's one in that team I like to see as well. We need defenders this winter. I wouldn't hold my breath, my man. I don't disagree, but I wouldn't hold my breath. 2 missed chances doesn't define his current form, mate. Jordan, are you talking to me or are you talking to Scott? Talking to me? I didn't say that. I didn't say that Royce's form's bad. I said that he missed 2 point blank opportunities in this match. If you could tell by Royce's body language, he's frustrated with himself. One was a 1v1 he should have scored, and the other was a header that he did really poor on. But Royce is in good form. I just meant in this game he missed two chances, which is why he's getting frustrated with himself, and you can see it out there. White's got some Brandt love. If we can't get Schlotterbeck, we could try for Mavropanos. Yeah, he's having a good season as well. I believe he's on loan from Arsenal. There's also Boubacar Kamara. I doubt we'll pull it off, but He's a free. Hey, Dortmund guy, without my fellow Philippines surviving the Category 5 hurricane. Damn. Maripanos has a really strong this year. You are correct. I just think that Meunier played for that Super Cup against Bayern. We conceded 2 goals from the Paslak side. Meunier is a really good defensively. Meunier's had a great game. He's been probably my player of this season. He's been my player of the game so far for me. Brandt's been really good too, but I think Meunier's just been excellent on that right-hand side. No, I meant British Empire. Oh, British Empire. We need to buy Prongicic. I don't know about that, but he is really good squad player, and Nico should have at least 5 center back. Akanji, slow, Hummels, or Akanji, slow, Hummels, Zagadou, Nico, and Prongicic. I don't know about Prongicic yet. Prongicic has not impressed me enough to drop 10 mil on him. I don't know what his buyout is. I thought it was around 9-ish, 10-ish, something in between there. I'm not sold on Prongicic just yet, but now that I said that, he'll probably come and prove me wrong. But as a depth piece, British Empire, you're not wrong. The more depth, the better in our center back. But we do have young bodies coming up as well. And if we're able to bring in Schlotterbeck, in my opinion, I'd rather Nico Stark on a free than Prongicic. That's me personally. If I was going to bring in another depth piece, Schlotterbeck for your main guy, Stark as your rotation player if he wants that role. If he doesn't, then maybe Prongicic. I don't know. Mavropanes is an option to buy with Stuttgart for just 3 mil. Why don't we give Arsenal about 10? Well, Stuttgart have the option for 3 mil. I'm assuming they're going to take it. And now he's a Stuttgart player, and then we have to negotiate with them. So, yeah, we can't cut him out. We can't cut Stuttgart out. If they have an option to buy for 3, then they're gonna probably buy him for 3 and maybe flip him. So if he's worth 25, now we're playing 25. You get what I'm kind of saying? It's been a pretty good back and forth game so far. Looking at some of the stats, it's actually been a pretty close game. Mavropanes is really costing 28 mil. Well, and that's what Stuttgart are going to get from them, because Stuttgart have the option to buy it. If they do, they're going to do it for 3 mil and flip him for 25 or something like that. Schlotterbeck and Akanji for starting 11. Hummel, Zagadou as backups, including Chan if we need him. Yep, and I'm fine with that. I would make sure that we have every cent. That's why maybe I wasn't looking to buy Prongicic, is because I would put all the money necessary to get Schlotterbeck. Or someone of Schlotterbeck's quality. Mavropanes is a good option as well. But we're chilling on 69 likes, you dirty people out there. If you're just tuning into the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like. Say hello in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from and your thoughts on the match. As we're getting closer to the second half starting away. It's showing the heat map right now. And it does kind of look... It looks a little bit like a 4-2-3-1. And also kind of looks like a 4-1-2-1-2. I mean, Brandt is definitely pushed out kind of more as a right attacking mid. Royce is as a cam. Mullen's drifting a little bit on the left. Holland through the middle. Then you have Chan playing as a 6. Dahoud playing as an 8. And then you got your back 4 of Meunier, Schultz, Prongicic, and Witsel. So to me, it looked more in that heat map as a 4-2-3-1. Just with Dahoud kind of a little bit ahead of Chan. Mullen a little bit out to the right. And Brandt a little bit out to the left. But we are getting ready, guys. But Mavropanes can interfere and say he doesn't want to exercise the buy option. But obviously that's not going to do it. Even if he doesn't, well, then it's still, why would Arsenal sell him for 10 if he's worth 28, you know? So it's one of two things. It's one, Stuttgart are gonna activate the 3 million to buy him, and then someone is gonna buy him for 25 mil if that's what he's worth. Or I don't know, and if there's a way out of it, maybe it's out of it, but I don't think you can get out of it. I think Stuttgart, if they want him for 3 million, if that's the contract, that's what will happen. But if not, and he stays at Arsenal aren't gonna let him go for pennies on the dollar. They're going to sell him for every penny he's worth. So either way, if we're going to buy him, we're going to be paying full price. Do you think Adeyemi is enough? I think we need a fast 1v1 player. I don't know if Adeyemi is good enough 1v1. I don't either. He's very young. It's not really how he plays in Salzburg, he's more of a striker, a second striker. So I don't know. That's where something I'm a little nervous. I wanted someone with blistering pace to play it on the wing. But I think that Dortmund are thinking that, especially the Schick rumors are real. Schick would be the 9, and then it looks like arguably Malen and Adeyemi could be pushed out to the wing, man. Alex was coming in with some love for Brandt. Would you take Dembele for free next season? No. I'm not a fan of Dembele. He's an injury-riddled child, so no. Him, Aubameyang, can piss right off. Any chance we see Reina tonight? I'm not expecting it, but you never know. Well, 100% not, considering he's not on the bench. But maybe come our game back in January 8th, you could see him on the bench. We'll have to see. Gio is getting closer, but he's not on the bench today. So I can promise you will not see him today. Pardon? You did? Gregor Kobel's on our Twitter, guys. Big ol' Kobel. Okay. It is. You gotta blow in it and make it stop. I want Schick, says Yusuf. Yeah. Josh, how do you delete notifications on the BVB International Fan app you already read? I have no idea. Usually if you click on the notifications, if it says you have notifications, they'll just go away. Or go to notifications in your settings if you have an iPhone and just turn off notifications for that app. So you don't get pinged every time that there's something on there. What happened to Dembele? He cried his way out of Dortmund. Fought tooth and nail, made Dortmund a lot of money, and he's been a band-aid ever since. So I have no love lost for Ousmane Dembele, and I would never want to see him back in black and yellow. Same goes for Aubameyang. You know Alvarez from River Plate? I have. I've heard of him. I've heard he's a very talented young player that he has been linked to a lot of different clubs. And I think Dortmund's even been rumored, but rumored with every talented young player, so, you know. But we are underway, guys. If you're just tuning in, guys, drop a like. Say hello in the chat. Second half is back underway. Let's see what the boys can do. We got the lead, and we got a bald Malen, guys. A bald Malen. So, dangerous things happening. I feel sad for Murray. When Meunier was not in form, Murray got injured, and now Meunier's in top form. Yeah, but it's good, man. I want Meunier in this kind of form. And Holland just tosses Stark to the ground. What about Immobile? Immobile was fine for his personality in Dortmund, but he was just awful for us, man. He scored 3 goals. Josh, is Toronto closed due to COVID? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by closed. I think you still fly and stuff, so. I don't know, man. COVID is coming back, though. It's annoying. Thank God that goal for Hertha was offside. US and Bosnia in 6 hours. Immobile was trash. He was. And it's funny because he's turned into one of the best strikers in world of football. He's been absolutely incredible for Lazio, and I think the reason that he doesn't want to go to a bigger club now, I mean that now that he's approaching 30 or is 30, right, is in his 30s, is the fact that he's tried that big move, going to Dortmund from Torino, didn't work. He had a loan at Sevilla, still didn't work. Went back to Torino, did well, and then got the move to Lazio, and he's been lights out. And I think he's just happy with his form. He knows that he's not going to probably ever win the Scudetto or anything like that, but he's an unbelievable goal scorer, leader for Italy. He won the Euros. I think he's just happy putting in a shift for Lazio. Has Bellingham's brother the same talent level as Jude? I don't know. I'd assume not, considering how good Jude is, but I mean, they're the same blood, man, so if we have an opportunity to sign them, I say do it. We're not closed, but capacity is restricted. We're were put in place, my university is going online till February. Are we planning on selling Hitz or Berkey? Dortmund are going to do everything in their power to get rid of Berkey, but Berkey's adamant to stay till the end of his contract, so at the end of the year, he'll walk for free. But dangerous free kick coming up for Hertha. What can some set-piece defending do? And it's Holland at the rescue once again. What do you think about Stark? A lot of hype around him a few seasons ago, but it died down with Hertha's struggles. That's why I said, like, depending on the money for Prongicic, because we've been linked to Schlotterbeck, which do everything you can to sign him. And if you don't have a ton of money left over, then don't put that 10 mil or whatever it is in Prongicic. Just don't activate the loan and then bring in Stark on a free. I don't think he's going to be a starter for us, but I think he'd be a fine third defender. Well, Immobile is not one of the best strikers in world football. He's one of the best strikers in Serie A, proven it in the Euros. I'd say he's one of the best. Well, it depends what you mean by one of the best. That's why I said one of the best. Immobile is a fantastic striker. But maybe I meant like around the top 10. I didn't mean like 1, 2, 3, even top 5. So maybe I was a little loose with my words there. He's a very good striker. Clearly one of the top 2, 3 in Serie A. But he's had I don't know, he just scores goals for fun, man. He's a very good striker. But yeah, I mean, he's not near the level of Lewandowski, Benzema, Holland. In my opinion, Berkey is trash. Yeah, I don't have a lot of love lost for Berkey. And he's not even our third choice keeper, guys. You do realize he's I'm pretty sure we'd start Chan and net before we'd start Berkey. I don't think Berkey will ever play again for Dortmund. Yeah. Go to the app, guys, and take a look at the bench today. Berkey's not even on our bench here. Berkey is got just no love lost there between him and Dortmund. Dortmund just did not want him to stay. They wanted him to go. They were clear on that. They gave his number away. And Berkey said, no, I'm going to stay here, collect some good wages. And they're like, all right, well, you do that and you're not playing a single minute. So I'd say Berkey's more of our sixth keeper. Behind all of our keepers and Emre Can is where Berkey chills. Immobile is a top 20 for striker for sure. Something like that. I think 20 is a little harsh. I don't know, I'm trying to think off top of my head who would be the top. Because I mean, if you count Mbappe, he'd be up there, obviously. I guess Lukaku I'd probably rate a little bit above him. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say top 15. Bro, don't disrespect Berkey. He's... No, man, I don't know. There's a big opportunity, though, for Hertha, and they found it in the back of the net. They're hating on Berkey because he he just wanted to stay and collect a big bill, even though he knew he wasn't gonna play. But Hertha makes it 1-1. Buffoli with a really nice run. Gets outsped, and Witzel's speed is at full effect here. Just not even near the man. And that's a very easy goal. Terrible goalkeeping as well. I'm not sure what Hitz is doing there. That was not a very pretty goal. Oh, Hitz, my man. Yusuf says, so what? He earned that. That's fine. But they gave him the opportunity to leave and go on loan. And he was just being stubborn. And I don't know. You can tell in documentary Berkey's got a strong personality. So I'm assuming he, I don't know, might have pissed off someone somehow. But either way, I mean, yeah, he's on a contract at the end of the season, so that's fair. But Dortmund probably said, hey, you're not going to play minutes. So he's like, fine, that's fine. I'll sit there and collect all the money I want and have no ambition to play. And that's who Berkey is. So that's the last taste. Plus, I never rated Berkey as a keeper. I think Berkey's a really bad keeper, to be honest. And I've said that multiple times, which is why we were so desperate to get him, that our new keeper, that we stripped him of his number and pretty much humiliated him. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't have a lot of good things to say about Berkey, and that's very rare for me, because we wear the black and yellow. I love you. Berkey's a better striker than goalkeeper, and I agree with that. Get Witzel off for Zagadou. Yeah, I mean that goal was something else, man. That was so easy. It's not even like Buffoli's the quickest player out there, but he just tiptoed past Witzel and then hits. I don't know. He would never make a big save. No, he was notoriously poor at the position. So he just, I don't know. He was a very sketchy keeper. What did I say? This back four is going to cost us. Witzel should leave in January. He made big saves, but also big mistakes. He's not a bad keeper. He's just an okay keeper. I agree with that, Yusuf. I called him a wild card. He is a wild card. He wouldn't, because Berkey's got good reflexes, and he would make a stellar save, but he doesn't have composure or complacency in the net, and he just let too many ridiculous goals in. But the goal that was just scored, man, was just too easy. Witzel's pace was burnt, and I don't know. I didn't like that goalkeeping. I don't know what you guys think. Berkey had a brilliant game against Slava Prague. You're being harsh. A few years ago, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Bundesliga. You can say he's bad now, but show some respect and acknowledge the fact that he used to be fine. I disagree, man. I really do. I never rated Berkey. He had one pretty decent season, but other than that, Berkey hurt us more than he helped us, and I truly believe that. So I don't know. And now he's acting like a child, and he's our sixth string keeper. So I don't know. I just don't have a lot of love for him. I'm excited for him to leave. And it's no disrespect. He earned his contract. He's got every right to sit on it and make the money. But just to me, it speaks volumes to who you are if you're not willing to go out on loan, which Dortmund gave you every opportunity to do to play. And he didn't want to, so it's fine. But do not tell me that Berkey was a top keeper, because he never was. Berkey had a mistake in him almost every game. And Kobel is a breath of fresh air, because Kobel is such a better keeper, every sense of the word. And here comes... Oh, come on, boys. Finds Mullen. Ha! Berkey was very overrated. What do you mean one of the best? Yeah. He was never. He was an average keeper at best. And he cost us a lot. Berkey has bad handling and kicking, and diving is questionable, but reflexes are fine. Alex, I agree 100%. I agree with that 100%. You're spot on. His reflexes are stellar. I will give Berkey that. When he has a save, Berkey's saves like that come out of reflexes, and he's got great reflexes. Every other sense of the game, he's a liability. And now that he's pissed off the fan base, I have no problem venting about it. But here comes a decent ball. Can Schultz get there? Oh, that's a poor back pass. Oh, Schultz is taken right out. Finds Mullen. Ah, boys. Schultz did well there to run that down. Score is 1-1. Good ball. Oh, Brandt misses it. Big opportunity for Hertha. They got bodies forward. No, for fuck's sakes. Oh my god, that's such a brutal way to give up a goal. There's just unfortunately I don't know what Brandt was doing there. Just completely missed it. No one pressing him, just standing still. No one picking up a man. And then, honestly, a bullet, but... Holy. Get a substitution going. Bring on Hazard. This is pathetic. Get Guerrero on if you can as well. And it does look like there's hopefully going to be some movement from the bench soon. There's a bullet. A 3% goal probability from there. That's what you love to see. Royce has come off for Hazard. Royce has had a pretty poor game. Assuming Brandt's going to be going as the cam right now with Hazard and Mullen on the wings. That was such a poor goal, man. Brandt, unfortunately, had the opportunity to get that ball out, and I don't know what he was doing there. That's so poor, man. His Hertha team is not good. It's important of having Kobel back in, man. Not even January and the title race is always over in the Bundesliga. Something needs to be done in this league. It's going to lose interest soon. Will Borussia lose? At this rate, man, it just looks like a bunch of frustrated players out there. Fitting to give up a goal when talking about Berkey. We do have a ton of time. We still have 30 minutes to go. Allen, my man. Witzel's with an S. But, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against taking Witzel off. That's why I wanted Chan playing at center back, just because at least with pace. And then put Witzel in the middle, because Chan's hanging so deep anyways. Bro, every year people have hopes that Dortmund will challenge, and they do shit. There's a good ball to find Haaland. No, get it in! Yes! All right, we're back, I think. No, we're not. And that's horseshit. Oh, my God. Is he offside? They ruled it out pretty quickly. Come on. VAR, do something. Save us. Was it offside? No, he's onside. He's clearly onside. That's a goal. Haaland, my man, come on. That's got to be a goal. From the camera angle they just showed us, that no? What? That's horseshit. Did it look like he was onside to me? Am I missing something? Did anybody else get a different view at it? No. They're called Haaland on offside. He looked... I don't know. From the one camera angle they showed me, he looked very onside. It wasn't offside? So why'd it get ruled out?
Must have just been out of camera angle.
Oh, it was offside? Is that what you're saying?
They said it doesn't look like it was. But it must have been.
Maybe it was his shoulder that... If anything, it was his shoulder, but it looked like... I mean, his feet were definitely behind the defender. Nice ball. From Mullen. Brandt does well. We're pressing a little bit better now. As I say that, we just give the ball away. My stream's at 62 minutes and 8 seconds. So I'm not sure what you guys are at. If you guys are just tuning into the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like. Say hello in the chat. Drop a sub if you guys are new to the channel. Always appreciate it as we're having a horribly frustrating game so far, losing 2-1 to one of the worst teams in the Bundesliga. But that's almost a good ball from Prongicic. I thought that was a goal, man. I don't know. I'm clearly missing something, but it looked so onside. Unless it was, I don't know. Unless Hazard was the one offside, but I don't get why BBB are struggling. I mean, they got such big players. I mean, the defensive side of the game is atrocious. They missed a bunch of chances as well. So, I mean, they had probably the opportunity to kill off a bit of the game, but this would be a terrible way to end 2021, man. Get up, my man. You're fine. VIP says 3-3. My winter break is going to be ruined. If we don't win this match, then I will have no longer watched Dortmund matches. They don't deserve my support. All right, guys, let's just relax. We tend to overrate our own players. We have good players on this team. This is not a game we should be losing. Our back four are weak, but if you look at Hertha's back four, you cannot tell me that theirs is that much stronger than ours. We have Haaland up front, one of the best goal scorers in world football. Royce, Brandt on good form. We got Hazard back in. We have a good team. They're just not doing it. And the other goal was very and again, like, what are you doing, Schultz? Get him off, man. How much Guerrero can come on. You got a break coming. Just stick him in. They're showing that Haaland was like a millimeter offside. They're showing that it was his shoulder that kept him off. We're never going to win the Europa League like this. No. I'd love to see Guerrero come on because Schultz is playing horrible. Every single time he gets the ball, he just punts it upfield. He needs to be a little bit more relaxed. Like, he's on it right now. Pick out a proper pass. Or put it back. That's fine. It's better than punting it upfield to nothing. Without Haaland and Bellingham, our squad is average AF. That's a good ball. Plays in Malen. Nice ball. Oh my god. It was Dahoud with the left. I mean, it was a really nice take from Malen and a really good pick out as well. Oh, it wasn't even that far off. Swallow didn't even move a muscle, man. All he had to do was place that in the net. Dude has to bury that. Guerrero and Zags on. Bring back Aubameyang. I'm fine. Thank you, though. Brandt scored for Dortmund. And Schultz with the foul. Yeah, I mean, I would bring on... Royce looks absolutely livid. Sebastian says, we're getting close. We have a center mid and a Wolfsburg reserve in our back line. Oh, man. All right, Schultz on the ball. What can he do? Nothing. All right, let's see what the boys can do on the counter. Mounier, man. What are you trying to do? Swing and a miss. Royce looks injured. He could be. I would be surprised if he was the one to come off. Oh, man. I'm surprised Rose hasn't gone to the bench yet. I don't know how long Guerrero's allowed to play, but for the love of... get him on. Because Schultz is atrocious. And that's a terrible ball. That's a big, big save. Follow up. That one's in the back of the net. Holy crap. Just mistake after mistake after mistake. I don't know if Brandt just fell asleep. Any chance he's offside? Nope, because look at Meunier. Not giving an F where the hell he is. Holy crap. The ball literally was in the middle of the net, man. Hits, you are trash. It was a bit of a bullet. But it still looked relatively middle in the net. Well, Bayern won the league once again, which, I mean, they already probably did. Still no substitutions, eh? Interesting decision from Rosa. We do need better players. Get rid of every defender. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Brandt was directly at fault for 2 goals. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Brandt had a swing and miss of a header for the second one, and Brandt got dispossessed on this one. So we were talking Brandt up, but unfortunately for our man, he was directly at fault for the last 2 goals. And is the reason we're losing. We have a triple substitution coming up. Probably should have happened about 10 minutes ago. It's Schultz, who I'd give probably a 1 out of 10 rating. Witsel followed it up with a 2 out of 10. And I don't know who else is coming on. Who's a third? Guerrero's coming on for Schultz at left back. Zagadou for Witsel at center back. And Wolf is coming on for Meunier at right back. You need a better manager. I don't know if it's the manager's fault, man. How do you expect us to keep a hold of Holland? I mean, if we perform like this and play like this, there's no chance we hold on to Holland. I don't know how the club will convince him to stay. But this is just another poor performance after the Greuther Fürth one. Holland is literally just giving up. Does not want to be here. The light's flicking in my house, guys, so if the stream goes down, our hydro went out. Just like Dortmund's season. Body language on this game is atrocious, man. I don't know if you guys caught that glimpse of the ball. They tried to pass it to Holland. It was intercepted, and he literally turned around and looked the other way. He's saying, get me the heck out of here. I don't know if anyone else caught that. Let me know if you saw it, man. But Holland went to receive a pass. It didn't make it to him. I hate to say it, but congratulations to Bayern for the 22 championship. I mean, it was probably expected before this game, but it's almost assured it now. Alex says, I saw that, Josh. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's not the body language you want, man. It reminds me of myself. I'm a sore loser when I play sports, and I get very angry and upset. And like, I'm not a professional athlete, so whatever. That's me. Like, it's who I am. But that's what Holland looked. That's what Holland looked like he was doing. The pass went to him, and he just turned. He's like, and then he just started walking the other way, man. Like, he does not look like he wants to be on the pitch today. 17 games, 34 points. It's not really that good. Yeah, it's pretty average. Ball whips into the box. 75th minute. Want this game to get over with. Goodbye, Holland. I'm curious, man. Holland's body language makes me a little bit nervous to see what his future has in store. Beyond rubbish. You should be a Bayern fan. I'm not a Bayern fan. I don't have loyalties like plastic. I grew up being a Dortmund fan. I will die being a Dortmund fan. That's just how it is. It can be frustrating at times, but I just don't have a lot of love for Bayern. Besides the fact that they made my boy Alphonso Davies the player of what he is today, that's my love for them. Other than that, not a big fan of the club. Forget the Bundesliga. Yeah, you guys would be interested in other watch-alongs of other leagues. Serie A would be a fun league to cover. Actually have a title race. I'm tired. Brutal times. At least we can remember the joy of happiness to all the people of Berlin. Yeah, I could care less about the people of Berlin. Never switch teams. That's being a bandwagoner. I agree. My team is Dortmund, just like lots of your guys' are as well. They will crush your hearts. They will make you excited, but it's just there is a noticeable gap in the Bundesliga, man. There is. And it's hurting the competition. But you can't blame Bayern for being good. You can blame the rest for being shit. And unfortunately, Dortmund are falling in that category right now. And it's hard. For the Bundesliga to continue to grow, to continue to be interesting, you need to have a title race that's not over. And 9 points is big gap, especially when it's Bayern. And it'll probably just get worse. will be a good channel, but as a Dortmund fan, I won't watch. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything like that. I think Holland just punched somebody. Stark goes down like a child. This game is just getting frustrated, man. Holland slapping people. But my love for them will continue. It will, man. BBB forever. What kind of league has the same winner 10 years in a row? It's a fair question, man. I will win the league for BBB one day. I'm hoping it'll make that victory even sweeter. I mean, I am excited that we get to compete in the Pokal. We could have a realistic chance maybe of competing in the Europa League, but playing like this, maybe not. I don't know. It's a shame, man. I want to see a more competitive league, and it's not Bayern's fault that they're good. It's ours that we can't figure out a way to compete. And maybe it's time to start looking in the profile of how this club is run. And I've explained several times on this channel how this club is run and why it makes it hard to compete. It's like starting a competition off with one hand behind your back. That's what Dortmund do every season, hoping the fact that we can pull it off. And we did it a few years ago, back in early the decade. But the way that we invest in this side, except for maybe a couple seasons ago where we bought all those players, it doesn't look like we're ever going to be able to compete with Bayern. That's a tricky little ball there from Daniel Malen to find Holland. No one coming up for support. Finds De Hood. Decent little ball to find Wolf. To Brandt. I just kind of hate how the Bundesliga always posts a video at the start of the season talking about Dortmund might win this time. Well, it's what I did. I thought this was their chance. This is their opportunity. Oh, Barcelona is tied against Elche as well. That's hilarious. That's super embarrassing. Barcelona was at home against Elche, man. Dortmund and Barcelona, man, we understand each other. That is a horrible record. It could be Barcelona right now, guys. It could be Barcelona. It could be worse. One of these seasons we'll win. Yeah. Tigges comes on for Brandt. Unfortunately, Brandt. I don't know how to rate. What would your guys' rating of Brandt be? Let me know. I'm curious because Brandt had a beautiful goal. He was playing well, and then he was directly at fault for 2 goals. Do you think Zorc has the balls to fire Rosa? I don't know if this is on. I don't know who to blame in this on, guys. When I see English football fans celebrating their club being taken over by Saudi Arabian princes and American investors, I'm happy to be a Bundesliga fan. I agree. I'm a huge Bundesliga fan. It's my favorite league. It's been the league I've loved since the reason I also started the channel, and also being a Dortmund fan, obviously. But they got to do something to make the league more interesting. And maybe it's a playoff structure. That's fine because it takes a game. If they did it like a semi and finals at the end. Yes, Bayern ran away with the league, but who knows? Maybe a Gladbach do a surprise and knock them out in the semis, or we are able to pull up an upset on them. That'll make the league more interesting, at least. And I don't know. It's a real conversation you need to have, because otherwise, I don't see when Dortmund are going to be able to end this streak. But I don't know. I don't know if I would put it on Rosa. It's not Rosa's fault. He can't tell players to clear the common sense. I know. Man, Brandt was directly at fault for 2 goals, guys. Directly at fault. And there's one back for us. Tigges gets one. Gets his second Bundesliga goal of the season. Second of his career, I believe, as well. I didn't say it was Bayern's fault. I've said that 6 times. I said it's not Bayern's fault that they're good. Or too good. We just need to find a way to compete. But that was a really good ball. And Tigges gets a really good header on it from Guerrero. And all of a sudden it's 3-2. It's a game again. Could you imagine Lewandowski to Dortmund in a Haaland trade? I would be pissed. It would be a terrible trade. We'd get Lewandowski for maybe a 2 years. And they'd have Haaland for a decade. All right, well, 7 minutes to go, guys. It's 3-2. About 15 minutes of me bitching, and then all of a sudden it's a game again. So let's see. If you guys are just tuning in with us still and you haven't dropped a like or a sub on the channel, it's always appreciated because it looks like Dortmund's going to give us an interesting finish here. And a corner kick coming up. Oh, he gave the foul. Let's be honest, this season was the last chance we're going to have for years to win the title now that the championship, or now that we're out of the Champions League, Bayern's dominating everything. They will break away, financially spoken. At least we'd win the Bundesliga in 2045. We still got some man. We still got the Pokal. Bayern was dumped out early. We still have some silverware. We still have the Europa League. Like, it's not all doom and gloom, but it's just performances like this after the first one and seeing the body language of some of our players has been really frustrating. All right, guys. Let's see if they'll shut us up and they'll pull a real Dortmund performance to win 4-3. 2 90-minute goals. And then everyone today will get exactly what Dortmund's all about. Here comes Dahoud. Really weird pass. He's trying to, I'm not sure what he's looking for there. Oh, boys. Imagine losing to Gladbach 5-0. At least we're not Schalke. At least we're not Schalke. At least we're not Schalke. I remembered this time and I subbed to the channel. I appreciate it, my man. Much love for the new subscriber here on JJD TV. Hertha tried to have a sloppy clearance there. Tigges is on it. Ah, sloppy. There should be an okay amount of injury time as well, I agree. There's 5. If we can get one before the 90, we'll make things very interesting here. Finds Haaland. That's a good ball. Oh, Tigges! What are you doing, my man? Don't really have any creative players out there. Could be an issue. Guerrero's our most creative player, and he's playing as a left back. Or actually kind of as a right back. Or actually as a left attacking mid. That was 0 for 3 there. Tigges! Tigges! Oh! Come on, we can score. We got a corner kick coming up. Got some sassiness coming in the chat today. I respect it. We got a corner kick coming up. It's Guerrero. It's Haaland. No! Left you a sub. As a German living abroad in Mexico, I appreciate your work a lot. Don't take it too bad. True yellow and blacks don't back. Ha! I love it, my man. Appreciate the sub on the channel. Yeah, it is what it is, man. You can't cheer for anyone else. This is my team. This is my club. They're gonna frustrate you, but we're still gonna love them, and we're fans. I try to not be as reactionary as I can be on the channel because I don't like crying and moaning and bitching, but sometimes I get frustrated, and I really wanted 3 points today just to make it a 6-point gap. It's still tough, but it's more realistic. And 9 points is a stretch at Christmas break. And especially because Hertha has been so poor this season. But there's still some time. Who knows? It'd be the most Dortmund thing that they could do is somehow be down 3-1 and win 4-3. They've done it plenty of times in the past. We'll sit on 34 points. If Leverkusen win their game, they'll be on 31. Only 3 points behind us. And we'll be sitting comfortably in second. No foul. No foul. Good. Good call, ref. Good call. Your pullover is hot AF, Josh. Don't tell me from like 2 decades. 2 decades of this, I mean, you got to experience. I mean, when I first started following and watching them each year, I got to see back-to-back Bundesliga titles, so, you know. But after that, it's been pretty disappointing. I literally counted with 3 points. It's Hertha. Lambert power. Nicely done from Chan. Curious to see how many minutes. I'm expecting probably 4. If we were winning 1-0 at halftime, man, that's pathetic. Nice ball for Guerrero. Tigges can get on it. Oh, Tigges. Hazard. Oh, boys. Guerrero playing from the midfield position right now. Our own real creative player right here. Bellingham was a big miss today, that's for sure. Wolf finds Guerrero. Oh, ref, come on. Mullen. God. Come on, boys. Stark does well and just punts it out. Josh, did Brandt play good? He did not. Brandt was... You can't play good when you were directly at fault for 2 goals. He had a really good first half, scored a beautiful goal, and then I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. He had an opportunity, and he just completely swung his head at the ball, missed it, and then Hertha scored, and then he had the ball on his foot, and he was too nonchalant on it, and had it taken and stripped, and then went down and scored again. So, no, Brandt had it maybe a 2. Got a corner coming out for Guerrero. Poorly taken. 5 additional minutes, and we've played 1 of them. And Chan's offside. Boys, come on. The Asian sensation is not impressed. How long is left? We played a minute out of the 5 of additional time. And that's... I mean, we'd be lucky if we can get a draw here. Royce looks absolutely gutted on the bench. Holland's had an invisible match. Your Brandt agenda. No. I've been talking Brandt up, man. I'm loving me some Brandt. He's been our most important player of late. I don't know. Yeah, like Brandt's killing it. But unfortunately, this game, like I said, he had an excellent first half. Was one of the best players on the pitch. But he was unfortunately for him, he was directly at fault at 2 goals. So I feel like that takes away from your good game. We can win the Europa League and a cup. We can. We need to play a whole lot better, man. The only good this season is that it proved wrong to buy our coaches. Bayern can train with a monkey at Frankfurt plus Dortmund suck. Oh boy. What's the plan here? Another player down, injury. You should do watch along for little games too. Maybe in Europe. All right, buddy, get up. You were not even touched. Two minutes to go. Terrible way to end 2021. But let's see if we can at least get a draw. Quality of the balls like that, not a chance. How much time is left? We're at 93 minutes and 45 seconds, so we have a minute and 15 to go in the additional 5 that was added on. And we are just punting the ball pointlessly forward. Play it on the deck, boys. Sloppy touch from Prongicic, Jesus. It's a good touch. All right. Late yellow card coming in from Prongicic, who gave the ball away. Late free kick from Hertha coming up. The 95 minutes have been played. I'm assuming this is going to be one of the last kicks of the game, and it's for Hertha in a dangerous free kick territory. They got a set piece specialist over the ball here. And that's the game. Holy. Crappy way to end 2021. Yeah, alright, well. I will have some type of rant in my 5 takeaways. Poor showing from Dortmund. Poor way to end 2021. A lot of question marks around this time. I think an entire rebuild at the back needs to happen, and Marco Rosa's got a lot of things to think about. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, it was a frustrating watch along. And yeah, so if you have not done so, be sure to drop a like on your way out. Drop a sub as well. And we'll see you guys shortly for our 5 takeaways videos. Cheers, friends.